Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video and thanks for joining me. So I've been really busy lately with big builds and big projects, so I thought it was about time we give you an update in most of the enclosures and the animals in this room. So we're going to mainly do that today, as well as we've got to strip down one of the scapes and in preparation for a new project. So we'll take a look around, update you on a few things. I've got some unboxings to do, so that's something that interests you, then make sure you stay tuned. Without further ado, let's get on with today's video. And welcome back. So like I said, in today's video I just want to cover off a few things before we get started on updates on this room. So I just got a few bits of posts I want to unpack and some things we've been sent. So what have we got? Amazing. So this is a company that I promoted in one of the last videos, a company called Aquascape. Don't know if you can see their logo there, but I'll leave a link down in the description for their site. They're a new aquascaping supplies website, so they do glassware, steelware, aquascaping tools, loads of different things. But definitely recommend going and check them out, because as you probably know, I want to try and keep these stores going, keep our hobby alive, so show them any sort of support. Michael's a really nice guy who runs the store as well, and I chat to him quite often, and nice little touches like this go a long way. Can you see that? If not, it just says thank you for your continued support, Michael. Always ends a message, which is always a nice touch. So that's going to be for the new ADA tank you see behind me. Don't know if you can see it. No, we're in the way. We'll take a look in a bit anyway. So that's package number 1. Right, what else have we got? I think I know what this is. So this is from a company called Green Aqua. A lot of you may know Green Aqua from their YouTube channel, an amazing aquascaping channel. One of my favourite ones to watch. And I needed to get the mat for the ADA 30C, but I couldn't get anywhere here. I did realise afterwards I could have got it from Horizon Aquatics, but there you go. Okay, so this is the ADA garden mat for the 30C. Okay, so quite straightforward. This is just a mat to support the bottom of the tank, just in case any imperfections in the stand or anything like that prevent excuse me, from preventing the glass from cracking. So we'll add that at some point, but great that we've got everything we need for that tank. But I think that's enough on these deliveries and packages. Let's go and check out what's going on in the room. Okay, so I suppose this is the view of the room as you walk in now. So you'd have to excuse me, I've got the camera from my phone just because I can use the gimbal as I walk around. So we've got the ball python vivarium, well, planned ball python vivarium there. So when I spoke to you about this last, we were waiting on the trim because the slide of the glass at the top was broken. So the company emailed me yesterday and said I should be waiting no more than 7 days for this. So hopefully we can crack on and get this built, obviously get it waterproofed, and then get some expanding foam, do a background and get it set up for the ball python. But we do a temporary setup because the snake is coming next month. So I'm waiting for a date at the end of this month for the courier to let me know what date they're going to be delivering. So we should be in receipt of that in December as well. But why don't we go and check out things over the fish side. So apologies for all the mess. Oh yeah, just so you know, all those deliveries we've had recently, I have opened some without you. I'm sorry. So we've had some aquascaping rocks. I've got a sponge for the, I can't even see it there, for the Filter Smart 60, which I'm going to be using on an upcoming project. I'll talk to you more about that later. And obviously the deliveries we had and just opened. So this is the 20-gallon tank for the, what have we got in here? The Harlequin Raspora, we've got Galaxy Raspora and the red cherry shrimp, and that's doing really well. Obviously we trimmed the moss back quite a lot last time when we looked at this tank, and I think is a lot more swimming space for the fish. But I'm going to be adding some more fish into this from one of the other enclosures today, so if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned. But not much to update you on this. I am considering rescaping this. I don't know if anybody watched Aqua Pros on YouTube. but I've seen one of his most recent videos, which is something I've wanted to do for ages, and he sort of inspired me to do it. I don't know whether to do it now on this tank to experiment with it, because I'm going to replace this eventually with a nicer looking tank. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, and go and check out Aquapro's recent videos. I'm sure you'll guess what I'm going to be looking to do. So, moving on to the rack. So the ADA 45P, it's looking really good at the moment. Obviously all the plants are growing in. I am going to be doing a maintenance section on this, and I will do a video on it for one of the Sunday videos. But the HR's looking really nice. Obviously we need to trim back some of these, they're getting a bit leggy, which I'll use in another escape, and again I'll talk to you about that in a bit. But for those of you who want to know a bit more about Aquascape CO2 diffusers, which the shrimp is nicely perched on there. This is the same one as I opened, well not the same one as I opened, the same type, but I've got another one for another tank, and is working great. Couldn't recommend it anymore. Really nice and discreet and quite tidy in a small tank, which is, I know, keeping the equipment to a minimum in these tanks is always optimal. But really happy with that. The fish are doing really well. I still need to get some glass lily pipes once the shelving are sorted out on here and give her a bit of a trim back, but we'll probably come back and do that in another video. So, on to some less good news. So, some of you may have seen in some of the comments from one of my previous videos. I think I was chatting to Spirit about this. So, this is Steve, my beta fish, and Steve was planning on having a new tank, which is this one, the 30C. But, sorry, I don't know why the gimbal is doing that. As you can see, or may see, Steve's not looking great. So, there's a bit of a story behind this, and maybe I'll sit in front of the camera for this one. Okay, so like I said, this is my beta fish Steve. He's not very well. So what happened was this is day 8. So 8 days ago, I come in the room in the morning, and as I always say, I just knew something wasn't right. Don't know why, nothing would have told me that just by walking in, but I just did. So I come over, checked everything in the room, everything was fine, come over to the rack, it seemed everything was fine. And I was like, where's Steve? Steve was on the top of his lid. So as you guys probably know, betas can jump, it can be a pain for that, and can cause you a lot of heartache from jumping out of the tank. So we had lids made for this before we even had him. Now I did add a hole in there for feeding, which is like that. But he managed to jump out of it. He must have, because there's no way he would have ended up on the lid unless he jumped through that hole. So he was still alive, he was still breathing, but he was a little bit dry, didn't look great. He started to come round over the last couple of days. I managed to get him eating some baby brine shrimp yesterday. He was lying on the floor today. He goes from lying on the floor to being the wrong way up, and then he goes to being fine. Now I dropped a bit of food in there for him today. He went for the food, so hopefully build up his strength, but it's not looking good. I'm surprised he lasted this long, but I'm doing daily water changes on it, and we medicated his tank as well. So hopefully that's all we can do, and he'll get better soon. But I'll keep you updated on that. But not the greatest of news, but let's go and check out the rest of the animals. Okay, so sad news about Steve, but I'll keep updated like I said, and we see how he goes. But let's get back to the rest of the room. Oh God, look at the cobwebs. Okay, so this is the Ember Valley tank. So we haven't seen this tank for a while probably, because I've planned on stripping most of these tanks down just because we're getting a new racking system very soon, hopefully. But I want to use this tank for an upcoming project, and all I'll say is quite a seasonal project. So it's only going to be a temporary setup, but I will be releasing that video, I think the first week of December, I think. So keep an eye out for that, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. But this just houses, I think it's 3 Ember Tetras in this tank. Obviously it's just a small 5-gallon setup with some simple plants and low lighting. So we're going to strip this down today. I need to paint the back of this tank black. So we're going to add the fish into the 20-gallon here. And then we're going to strip out the plants, obviously keep them in one of these tanks just to keep them alive, and we'll use them in a future project. So why don't we go ahead and make a start on that now, and then we'll crack on with today's video. Okay, so we cleaned the tank out. Well, I've still got a bit of cleaning to do, so I'll clean this down. I don't think you guys want to see that. Let's take the hardscape out. Now I added all the plants into the bin for the time being, and I'll sort them out then tomorrow. So, clean this down and then we can look to get the fish into the 20 gallon. But while I'm doing that, why don't we just crack on and take a look at the rest of the setups and the rest of the animals. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the terrariums, paludariums, reptiles. So for those of you new to the channel, this is the latest big build we've done, or well, the latest build we've done full stop. So this is my XL Reptile mesh enclosure, which I've completely sealed the sides and the back with acrylic sheets, and then expanding foam background and then branches plants. So all real plants in here, completely bioactive setup. And there's the main man Bert, literally hanging out. What are you doing there? What a plonker. But really happy with this setup. There's a few little plants that need trimming back because there's some dead, which will strengthen the main plants in general anyway, so we'll get that done at some point. But Bert's looking pretty decent. Settled into his home really well. There he is, he wants some attention now. But Bert, we're moving on to the next. So next enclosure is one of the next projects, which is the AGA 30C. So you can see I've got some mosses in there for the time being, and I've got it on its new stand. Now the moss is in there for the project I emptied the Ember Valley tank out for, but I'll talk to you more about that in future videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out. Now, as many of you know, one of my favourite setups, one of my favourite animals in the room, the five-bellied toads. So fed them yesterday and they've managed to smash most of the crickets into the water, which they won't eat, so we need to do a water change on that in a minute. But I won't do that in this video, I'll just get it done. I think you've seen enough of those sort of things. There's the frogs. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth? Hiding somewhere, but there's definitely 4 in there. I see them earlier. So they're doing really well, eating well, greedy, noisy as they ever will be. Okay, so I've had a few problems with the gimbal actually going mental. Now this is my 3 foot by 3 foot by 1.5 foot deep Viv Exotic arboreal terrarium. Now this is one of the longest sets we had. I used to house my male panther chameleon Bert. But Cash was doing really well. I fed her some blueberries last night, which she didn't seem to enjoy as much for some reason, and some of them are still there, so I'll clear those out in a second. But generally, she's doing really well. So why don't we take a look now, go and paint the back of the tank we just emptied, as well as add the fish into the 20 gallon, and we'll rejoin you in a bit. Okay, so another busy day, but I hope you've been caught up a little bit on some of the setups around here lately. I know we've had project after project, or some big things going on to stop us in our tracks. So hopefully you're up to date now. If you've got any questions or any more you want to know on any of these setups, then make sure you hit me up in the comment section below. And like I mentioned earlier, there's playlists on all of these enclosures, well the majority anyway, and you can find something on them in my channel. Now, like I mentioned earlier, make sure you check out Aquascape. They are a new company. Now, if you use the code JOHNS5OFF, you'll get 5% off your first order. So make sure you go and check them out. Maybe it's a good idea for Christmas. So we managed to empty the Ember Valley tank. Now, it was a tank I was pretty fond of, but I didn't really do much with those setups on this rack other than the ADA, just because I know I'm going to be stripping them down eventually. So I painted the back of the tank. Now, we're probably going to need another coat and just use acrylic paint for that, which is perfectly safe. Now, I probably need another coat when it's dry, which I'll do another time. And I'll be doing a video on what we're doing with this tank in the very near future. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. But I think the Ember Tetras have settled into the new home. They seem to be really active already, and I think they probably feel a bit more confident with other dither fish in there as well. So I am going to be doing an Ember Tetra only tank at some point as well. I think they are really beautiful fish and maybe a little underrated, so I want to highlight those fish. So we'll be doing that at some point very soon. But I think I've waffled on for enough today. So a massive thanks for checking out today's video. Make sure you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, if you're a regular viewer, I appreciate every single one of you. If you can drop me that thumbs up and leave me a comment to show YouTube you're enjoying this sort of content, and then it allows me to make more videos like these. But thanks very much for checking out today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.